Mike, we are starting now.
We're not starting. We never start on time.
Why? What do you mean?
This is Croatia. Nothing starts on time.
It's Balkan time.
We're live!
Welcome to Croatia Update. I'm Mike Begovic.
And I'm Damjana Ellis. Thank you very much. Croatian government proposed tax increase on all tobacco products, which would go into effect on July 1st. The move received praise from the Ministry of Finance, public health officials, and, as expected, tobacco sellers in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Split held its annual Pride Parade last weekend with hundreds marching for equality under heavy police protection. But good news, this year's Pride was peaceful, joyful, and had the highest ever recorded attendance, mostly because a large number of elderly Croatian women mistakenly thought they were attending a pro-life march, Walk for Life, which happened at the same time across 16 Croatian cities.
One side waved rainbow flags, the other waved rosaries, and to be fair, both groups marched for what they believed in. Pride fought for the right to exist, and Walk for Life fought for the right to judge the way you exist.
A naturalized U.S. citizen who had been living in Boston has been sentenced to more than 5 years in prison for falsely claiming to be a Bosnian War refugee when he actually persecuted ethnic Serbians at a prison camp. U.S. President Donald Trump offered to intervene when he heard that a natural-born European was being forced to leave, but then reversed that decision after learning that Bosnia was a majority Muslim country.
Croatian freediver Vitomir Maričić has set a new Guinness World Record after holding his breath underwater for 29 minutes and 3 seconds. Impressive. Maričić says that he owes this success to his father, who made him spend countless hours at the Hrelić flea market.
Croatian dating app Holy Date has reached #1 in the dating app category on the Apple App Store. Holy Date aims to connect Christian singles looking for meaningful, spiritually aligned relationships. At first, people thought it was a lot different than Tinder, until users began posting racy photos of themselves wearing chastity belts.
Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, arrived in Zagreb to meet with Prime Minister of Croatia, Andrej Plenković. The two had an awkward first encounter when Plenković mistakenly assumed that Modi was his Volt delivery driver.
Statistics from the Croatian Ministry of Tourism show that Zagreb is experiencing record tourism in 2025. To help us understand why and to discuss the impact that it's having, please welcome our Croatian travel and tourism correspondent, Peja.
Hey, Mike!
Hey, Peja.
Thanks for having me. Dobar dan!
Dobar dan, thanks for coming on.
Anytime, my friend.
So, Zagreb is experiencing record tourism this year. Why do you think that is?
Well, let me put it this way. Attractions. World-class attractions. Plain and simple attractions.
Okay, like what, for example?
Well, it's so obvious, isn't it? Zagreb has Sljeme Mountain, statue of a man on a horse, another statue of a man on a horse, then another statue of a man staring into the distance.
Okay, wait. There's statues everywhere.
Whatever. Ours are unique. Okay, moving on. We have a cathedral with biggest and most impressive, some say most expensive, construction scaffolding in Europe. Giant gold ball with graffiti on it. Hey, graffiti. And then we have this giant lightsaber looking thing and whatever how that thing is. And our amazing tramway system.
The tramway cannot be an attraction.
Of course it is, my dear millennial friend. We have a very dynamic and diverse tramway system. We have vintage trams that can take you from 1980s, that can take you down the memory lane, provide you with historical experience. Then we have some modern trams, and which would provide you with a great new appreciation. What other city is offering that?
I don't know. I don't know.
And the best part, Zagreb tramway is free.
The tramway is definitely not free.
Well, maybe in theory, no. But in practice, if a controller comes up to you asking for your ticket, the only thing you have to do is start talking in any other foreign language but Croatian. They will just leave you be. See?
Okay.
Free.
That is good advice. What else? Anything else?
Well, I almost forgot. Of course, we have this alley, which is where the most famous European battle of 18th century was fought.
I didn't what is that? What battle?
That is what I say, that is what I tell to my Asian tourist group, and you know what? They like it.
Okay, so the next question is over-tourism becoming a problem in Zagreb? Should they put limitations on apartment rentals like some other cities have started to do?
No, absolutely not. As you can see from this data that are to be displayed here, this is going to be a very, very good year.
Okay, and what does that data show?
This is what I will charge the rent to rent my apartment this year. Like I said, very, very good year.
And what is that? I'm curious, what is that peak there, that spike?
Oh, it's an event on July 5th at the horse track.
Oh, I didn't even know that Croatians were so into horse racing.
Oh my God, you'd be surprised how rural we sometimes get to be.
All right, our Croatian tourism and travel correspondent, Peja.
Former Dinamo Zagreb director Zdravko Mamić has been convicted of fraud. Mamić, who fled to Bosnia and Herzegovina years ago, says he has no plans to return to Croatia, prompting Croatia to say, "Cool, we weren't going to text you anyways." Meanwhile, Bosnian officials confirmed they also have no plans to extradite him, officially making Bosnia the world's top-rated criminal protection program on TripAdvisor.
Zmijan Beach in Split.
It's Žnjan.
What do you know? You're not even from Split.
You're not even from Croatia.
Zmijan Beach reopened after 26 years and a 45 million euro facelift, complete with palm trees, playgrounds, lounges, and even an amphitheater. Locals are in shock, mostly because it's the first time in Croatian history that the government spent millions and didn't cover it up with cement and excuses. The public deemed it a miracle when it was confirmed that nobody's cousin owns half the beach.
Tourists in Dalmatia got more than just sunburns this week, as wildfires broke out along the coast, forcing evacuations and traffic jams. First responders were slow to respond after wrongfully assuming the fires were just flares from an overly enthusiastic Croatian wedding party.
Croatian President Zoran Milanovic, commenting on the conflict between Israel and Iran, said that a portion of the Israeli leadership was, quote, made up of criminals. Milanovic clarified that Israeli leadership should stop focusing so much on attacking Iran and should instead follow the historically proven, acceptable, well-established model of Croatian government by focusing on bribes, money laundering, and extortion. Where's our guest for today?
Vanje puši.
Ma, neka puši kurac.